Is there anything else that you want people to get from your experience?
The most important is that life is eternal. The body that we live in is the house for the spirit, right? So when you think of your computer, you got your hardware in the computer doesn't work. It's completely useless unless you have software, right? The software is going to run the computer. Well, your soul is the software that runs your body. When you think of your computer, you store everything in the cloud, right? Nowadays, we store everything in the cloud because if the computer crashes, we just get a new computer and then we download everything from the cloud. We do it with our phones all the time. We get a new phone, we download it from the cloud, everything is restored, and within an hour, you got everything back. Well, when you think of your body, it's pretty much the same thing. The body is your computer hard drive, your soul, your spirit. That is your software. But you are also stored in the cloud. Just like your computer, just like your phone is stored in the cloud, your computer stuff is stored in the cloud, you're also stored in the cloud. And so when your body dies, when your body decays, just like your computer, you're still in the cloud. You got all your experiences with you. It's all stored in the cloud. Then you say, you know what? I want to come back to Earth. I'm going to have a life where, I'm learning this now because I've had these other lives, but I never had an experience doing this. And then you come into your body, you download all those experiences, but we've all been the bad person and the nice person. We've all been male and female. We've been all different kinds of races. We've lived all over the world. Once you get to that understanding that we are all connected, we are all one, to have all these wars and racism, and it's just ridiculous because we're all the same in the end. So if people say, oh, I hate this nationality, maybe you will be that in your next life because you're hating on them now. So in the next life, you're going to go and be the hated one, because that is also what you're putting out, because everything that we put out is also reflected back to us. We know that we pass trauma on the DNA. And so we can see the Holocaust survivors, the epigenetics change. And we have studies that show that we pass trauma down on specific genes. So if your grandparents fought in World War II, yeah, you might have a fear of sirens, but you've never had an experience or a scary event yourself that involved sirens, but you have a fear of sirens. Well, that could be from your grandfather who fought in the war. So we pass these things down through the generations, and working a lot with ancestral healing and help people heal, either as a medical intuitive or ancestral healer. It's fascinating to see how that affects us. But I would say, as much as I would like to say there is no karma, there definitely is karma.